This historic stadium, home to the Iron Horse and the Great Dane, to Wilson and Alvarez. Camp Randall Stadium in Madtown, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Ohio State Buckeyes taking on the winners of 9 straight, the Wisconsin Badgers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Badgers will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Ohio State's offense will start this game off. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those guys, David, who just elevates everybody else around him, right? All 10 guys in that huddle offensively just seem to play better knowing they've got confidence in this guy.
Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Throws to the tight end. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
Stumbled to the ground.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting him drive off the ball on first down on his running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Got his man quickly. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Couldn't connect on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. 3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Badgers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I am taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. They'll give it to him again. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. The play action fake. Forced out of the pocket. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Pauly. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. They go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. They're bringing heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Badgers are threatening in the red zone. They'll leave it with him. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal coming up. The give. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Getting set for the point after. Right down the boulevard. So it's an 80-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest. Got a lot of running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Nice job getting to the QB there. And the best Wisconsin defenses always seem to have a game breaker and a difference maker. This guy can be that for this unit. But you think back to the Watt brothers, right? TJ, JJ, nobody could block those guys one-on-one, and they just ruined coordinators' game plans offensively.
Coming after him. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. That defensive lineman just smelled pass on that play, and he got in the backfield and sacked the quarterback.
And that's why they get paid the big bucks. Defensive linemen, they got to play the run and be physical. But, man, when you can get a beat and understand it's going to be a pass and jump.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Third and long equals pass almost every single time. Pin your ears back, go get the quarterback. Great job by the defense, understanding the situation. Everybody flying upfield, putting pressure. Know the quarterback's going to hold it. Get to him, strip, sack. You get the rock.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
The Badgers are on the move.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. Feeling some heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that, they've taken the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up 14 over USC. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Back to throw. It's Nolan. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll go to the ground. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Anthony. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Give to the back. And the Badgers will move the sticks. Wisconsin's had a long list of great running backs, but those big fellas up front, that's a pipeline to pro football.
Unbelievable. Joe Thomas will be proud. Just paving the way, just physical. They always can block the run game so well, and they're going to establish it. Every game Wisconsin plays, they're going to run the football.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work?
They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. The Badgers will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. A little screen to the running back. Finds a crease at the 20. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. And the Badgers have pushed it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a space. That's caught. It's Anthony. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
He wants to throw it. Going for 6. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Trying to run it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers!
And that kind of toughness is something you can't coach in quarterbacks. You either have it or you don't. Being able to deliver strikes like that for touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, man, it is hard to find QBs like that. This offense has one.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to pass, it's Nolan. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling the coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Badgers have their offense in high gear. Off-play action on first down. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Pauly. Bounced off his feet.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Looking for a gap. It's White. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
As a defensive guy, you chase, and you always want to get to the quarterback. You want to know how to make it a little bit better? Get to him and cause that fumble. Man, there is nothing better.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much room, a pickup of 2 down to the 28. Went to the running game on 1st down, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback. And Chase Young's record, if you can go get that, you go get that big fella, that superstar, woof, that would be a fun day.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Going for it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
No doubt, and when you're playing cover 2, you got 2 safeties deep that account for the whole field, right? I got half the field, you got half the field. So they do a great job. You have to see and have good vision on the quarterback. You got to make sure you're breaking on the football. How about the strong safety spinning down, doing a good job seeing the ball and going and getting
it. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires one high and deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? This defense happy with how that last play turned out to be able to climb the penalty. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Williams. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll start this drive with a pass. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D-linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game record.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He can't make the catch. He was open on the crossing route, and instead they're facing a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And he just got the on-Wisconsin call and went on into the backfield to pick up the sack.
Yeah, jumping around on quarterbacks in the backfield. Really good job getting upfield, playing aggressive, playing like their hair's on fire. Wisconsin linebackers do that year after year.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's got his man. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Running it back, it's Williams. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon has the lead currently at Autzen Stadium, but that typically dynamic offense just hasn't been able to pull away. They're up by 10 over USC. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air, it's Nolan. Swings it out to his running back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 1st and 10 for the offense. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
I think you got to find as many ways as possible to get this quarterback involved in your running game, whether it's designed runs or whether it's scrambles. He is just way too athletic. You've got to give this guy touches because, as you saw there, he can hurt the defense.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They'll give it to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Movement here from the tight end. They'll throw it from the red zone. Finds his big tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Here's the handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Quarterbacks love finding their tight ends down here in this area of the field. Big targets and small spaces. Nice work on that TD.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A 69-yard touchdown drive. And they closed it going up top for the final few inches and the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drop. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games, and that guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
He finds his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. This offense has a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Nolan using the quick game. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Enormous play coming right here. Third down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. And it's picked off at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And I think in today's era of college football, we get enamored with the jet sweep. It's exciting. You're getting this wide receiver involved in the run game, but sometimes it's just better to go old school and just run the football conventionally north-south.
Get all you can, then get down with the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tate. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. They're working that left side. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line, it's White. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Offense gets set for second down. They'll try the right side. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of... Oh, he got a hand on it. It's blocked. That's a live ball. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Might as well give it to him again. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Badgers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He makes a grab. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense keeping it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Badgers! That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
To the air, it's Nolan. He's going up top here late in the game. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Pressure coming. They got him. It's a sack. And what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff, and these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.